What's good, everybody? Welcome to episode 2, season 3 of Black Men Need Love 2. I know I'm in a different environment today. I'm in a different setting. I'm recording this, not at home this time. So, different backdrop for now for episode 2 and season 3. But I think y'all continue to rock with us. I think y'all continue to stand by us. I know we've kind of been a little behind. We're recording videos, getting stuff out here to the community. And I completely apologize. Life has been lifing. Your boy has been tired. But I'm pushing on. I'm preserving. This episode is about Black men and aging. And it's about aging with dignity. And when we're talking about aging with dignity, we're exploring the unique experiences and challenges that Black men face as they grow older. So, of course, I'm your host, Dr. Cloud. Nice to meet you all again. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. Please continue to like, share, support, comment on my videos as well. I enjoy having you all here. So this episode, we'll be diving into this fascinating topic about Black men and aging, and we'll discuss experiences, societal expectations, and the wisdom that we are trying to gain along the way as we kind of pivot into becoming older Black men. We all know that aging is a universal journey, but it's essential to recognize that the path varies for different demographics. But Black men in particular, we face a set of distinct challenges and triumphs as we age. So I'm going to give you some valuable insight. I'm going to give you some wisdom that's given to me from older Black men. I want to shout out some older Black men throughout this podcast as well, who have kind of been pivotal, have me think about aging with dignity. I'm one of those people, as I'm getting older, I'm start telling people I'm aging, but I'm not old, I'm seasoned. So that's really what has been my big thing, is that I am seasoned. And so often we are always thinking that, as we get older, that what does that look like, right? As Black men, what does that look like? Because the life expectancy rate for African American males used to be 21. Then then it went down to 18. Then it went back up to 21. Now it's 25. And it's a great thing to see it, growing up. A lot of us weren't expected to make it to 18, 21, 25, 30. And with me just turning 29 recently, I have really been thinking a lot about our journey and the reason why I wanted to do this episode, because it's pivotal for us to start kind of thinking about what does aging in Black men look like. So let's kind of talk about a little bit about aging and Black men as we're aging in our mental health, and kind of shedding some unique light on the psychological aspects of aging for Black men. So, often we're going to grapple with the pressure of societal expectations, which can impact our mental health. So it's crucial, that we start to foster a supportive environment where we can kind of open up about our feelings and seek help when we need it. And a lot of my episodes, I'm always talking about a village. As Black men, we got to have a village. We got to have a village. We got to have a village. And what does that look like? And so often, many Black men came up to me and told me, how do I find my village? As we're getting older, we start to recognize that we need those villages. We need those supportive networks. Your village is those people that I always tell everybody. Your village will always be the people who are always been there with you from the jump. Your village is those people who at the drop of a dime will be there by your side. I'm grateful for my village. My village has suspended since I was a child. And now as I'm getting seasoned and aging with dignity, it really has gotten to a different point. My village has gotten smaller, but it's because these are the people who I see myself, still being with 10, 20, 30, 40 years down the line until God called me home. And this past weekend, I celebrated homecoming at the illustrious Howard University, my alma mater, for my grad school. And I got to hang with pieces of my villages. My sisters Mackenzie, my sister Victoria, my sister Kayla, my brother Sean, because these aren't my friends or my colleagues anymore. They're my village. They're my family. So I call them brother. I call them sister, because that's exactly what they are to me. And, we got to hang out together, be on the yard, talk about aging, and realizing that we are old. We are getting old. We're starting families. We are starting new careers. We are changing trajectory as well, and it's just very interesting how we are getting here. And so just start thinking a little bit about your village and what that kind of looks like for you. What would that be? When I look at undergrad, my village is my sister Taylor, my sister Courtney, my sister Candace, my sister Kenyatta, you know, my collegiate 100 brothers, my big brother Dr. Heath, my other dad, Dr. Lewis, my big sister slash my mom, Dr. Hinton. I can name them all. Jason Dorsett, my big brother Michael, and I could keep going, keep name dropping. But these are pieces of my village, and these are people who I can reach out to at any time and just kind of lean on them as a black man as I'm getting older, because they have that wisdom that I myself may not have right now. I look at some of my friends from high school, my best friend Edwin, my best friend Latanja, my heart shyness, and then I look at how that over these years, these relationships have continued to thrive, and these are people that I can call on in a heartbeat, and that's what makes it. That's really what makes it what it is. So we're talking about aging with dignity, and we're talking about the psychological components of aging with dignity. But I think one thing that we also got to talk about, is what advice can we give to our younger selves or to the next generation, pretty much about aging gracefully, aging with dignity. That is the quote for this podcast, is aging with dignity. And I think we pretty much have to look at is that it's essential to embrace the wisdom that comes with age and to stay active, both physically and mentally. I want to tell you now, working out is a challenge for me. It's the biggest challenge. But I have gotten better with working out. I have gotten better with making myself go running, walking, anything that keeps me physically fit. Having two 7-year-old twins running around, it keeps me very fit because I'm always chasing them to grab something or to stop them from doing something or destroying the household. And even at 29, I'm feeling me aging and getting seasoned gracefully. But we also got to surround ourselves with a strong support network, and we got to continue setting goals for ourselves. One thing I'm very big on is that when I feel stagnant, when I feel like that my talents are not being utilized, I move. And I always have a goal for myself of where do I want to go now. I know y'all hear my smoke alarm. My, y'all gonna hear it, so I change the batteries. But I always ask myself, where do I want to be at? What are my next goals? 5 years, 10 years, 20-year goals. By 43, I should be retired from the government. I should have my kids, when I have my own biological children, should be at least about teenagers or getting ready for high school. And I'm looking at these goals because I'm not trying to make myself grow up faster, but I'm looking at exactly what does it look like when I'm in my 30s and my 40s and my 50s and my 60s and my 70s, 80s, 90s, and if God so see it, in my hundreds. And just setting those goals. Because by the time I'm in my 70s, I should be able to join retirement all the way up until it's time to see those pearly gates. And start thinking about that. So just keeping yourself active physically and mentally. Read a book. I read a lot. I have a bookcase of books that I'm slowly getting through because I love to read. Mentally, it challenges me every day. So mentally, I have to read. That's one of the biggest things. So when we talk about aging gracefully again, it involves taking care of one's physical health as well. So we talk about that regular exercise, a balanced diet, healthcare maintenance is all crucial. And so I'm going to be honest. I am bad at a balanced diet. I think that is one of the things that I myself am not good at doing at all. And the reason why I'm not good at a balanced diet is because I had to cook for myself. And I know how to cook. I cook my starch, my veggie. See, I'm about to mess up already. Starch, veggie, and it's something else I miss. And starch, veggie, and it's something else. And that right there tells y'all why my diet is not balanced, because I'm so used to my mother, my grandmother cook for me. When I got older, I started cooking for myself. I was trying to cook, trying to make what's here, what's now, what can I eat in this moment. And that's a lot of cereal, a lot of pasta, a lot of skillet meals, as in I throw it in the skillet, or a lot of whatever is in this cabinet is what we're going to make for dinner. And so as I'm getting older, I find myself starting to eat more veggies now. My mushrooms, I do not eat Brussels sprouts. That is the one battle I will not give up in my lifetime. That is the one battle I would never want to give up in my lifetime. So just make sure we have a balanced diet. But regular exercise is good, and my physical health is good, and physicals. Black men, as we get older, I'm gonna be honest, y'all, we're gonna start to feel it. Back, knees, everything, getting sick quicker, dosing ourselves with medication. Make sure you get your yearly physical. And if you're over 40, make sure you start scheduling your prostate exams as well, because the testicular cancer is very prevalent in men. So make sure that we're getting screened as we should yearly. Make sure you're getting your STI checks every 3 to 6 months, depending on how sexually active you are, every year. If you're not that sexually active, regardless, take care of your physical health. They always say that your body is a temple. Believe that. I believe that, because your body is a temple, and that is exactly what we want. What we need to make sure that we're taking care of is our bodies. I know, I know, I know. Yeah, it's hard to believe that we're getting old, but my knee reminds me every day. My back reminds me every day. My feet remind me every day. I am getting seasoned. I am aging with dignity. Homecoming reminded me this past weekend I am not in my early 20s. I cannot hang with the youth like I used to. I cannot drink like I used to. I wasn't a drinker to begin with, but this past weekend showed me I really am still not a drinker. The headache that I had, only after drinking one thing of alcohol, two things of alcohol, showed me I am not a drinker, and I need to lead it up to the young folks. Okay, I could probably give you one bottle, and that's it. Anything after that, put it on the altar. Lean it to the Lord, put on the altar, leave me out of it. But I don't got nothing for you, nothing at all. So when we're talking about all of this stuff about aging gracefully, aging with dignity, and we also got to understand that we have a rich cultural traditions that should be celebrated throughout our lives as well. Our stories, our experiences, our wisdom, they're invaluable to society. So we got to kind of cherish, and honor our contributions. So often, I get the chance to meet with older Black men, and I always ask them, what is some words of advice that you can give me? And I remember one Black man told me when I was crossing Kappa about 4 years ago. He told me, enjoy your youth, because before you know it, you're going to be our age, and you're going to be getting asked the same exact question, and you're going to be trying to figure out exactly what to tell them, and you're going to come back to this advice and get on the same advice that we're giving you now, which is to enjoy your youth, live life, have fun, cherish the moments, make memories in the same breath. But also respect yourself, respect women, respect your family, and never bring disgrace to your God or whoever you worship. But that advice stuck with me since forever. Dr. Spencer Simmons, great mentor, great big brother Kappa. When I worked for him, I asked him, I said, Dr. Simmons, I want to be like you when I get older. He told me, Mr. Cloud, you are already there. He was like, you don't want to be like me. You want to be better than me. You want to exceed me. He said the only way that you're going to continue to make a name for yourself is by continuing to set a path for yourself that nobody else can follow, but they can emulate and hope to one day get as well, like I did for you. And I ended up getting my doctorate because he was one of the reasons why. He was an older Black man with a doctorate and in social work, and it was so new to me because I didn't see too many of us in the field of social work, and it was one of the greatest things ever. Brandon, I have a friend, Brandon, Dr. Wilson, and I remember one day we were talking, and I said, "You are well accomplished for a man in your 40s." And I said, "Why? How are you so accomplished?" And he said, "Because I never put nothing before God." But I also knew what goals I wanted in my life and where I wanted to be when I got to this age. And I made sure that they were possible after overcoming his own trials and tribulations. And those three men, those three older men, have been continuing to instill wisdom into me as I continue to age with dignity, as I continue to age gracefully as well. So Black man, I just kind of want y'all to think about that. If you have an older black man in your life, it's your father, your uncle, a big brother, just any type of older black man, take the time to sit at his feet. Take the time to kind of talk to him. Take the time to kind of have these conversations, and get that wisdom from him. To me, that is the most important thing possible. This episode was not, I promise you, was not going to be a long episode. It was this episode of talking about aging with dignity because I'm only 29, and I'll tell you that in a heartbeat. And I'm still figuring out life myself. So I can only give it to you from my perspective. But when you get the chance to get an older black man, take that wisdom. And I want to give a shout out to my current supervisor, Jeff. Jeff is just turned 60. You will not know it. And I said, "Jeff, you have so much energy for somebody who just turned 60." He said, "Because I'm going to continue to live my life as who I am, not because of who others want me to be." And I have to thank Jeff for the piece of advice since I've been working under him. Because each day he comes to work and he laughs, he jokes with us, and he shows us that aging does not mean that I have lost my joy. Aging does not mean I have lost my laugh. Aging does not mean I have lost my smile. What aging means is that I have some gray hair, I have some wisdom, I have some pains in the mornings, the afternoons, and some nights. But that ain't nothing that some ibuprofen and a shot of gin would not fix. That is what aging is. And as black men, aging does not mean that we are decrepit or less than. It means that we have lived long enough. We have fought enough battles that when it is time for the next generation to come, we are able to give them that tool guide where they are able to succeed and conquer their own battles and celebrate their own victories. And for that, I have to say thank you. I thank y'all for watching this episode. You know, season 3 is one of my biggest seasons because each episode is so unique. It's so catered to something different. And even though we've been struggling with getting episodes out, with everything going on in my personal life and everything going on this in the world today, we continue to deliver these. We continue to deliver these, and I continue to thank you for sticking with us. So subscribe to our podcast, and if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, definitely reach out to your boy. I like comments. I like feedback about what you want to talk about. If you want to be a guest speaker, reach out to me. We'll be back in our regular space next week. I cannot wait to be back in our regular space. I know you're used to seeing You Cannot Destroy My Black Boy Joy behind me. Today, unfortunately, again, I'm from a different location. So, as I always say, where there's a will and there's a way, we're going to make it shake. Until next time, remember, aging is a gift, and we should all embrace it with dignity. Hug a black man, love a black man, protect a black man, and always remember that black men need love too. Be loved. I will see y'all next time for our next episode 3 in season 3. Love you all. Peace out.
Yeah, 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 yeah.